You know what I mean? So yeah, I still got to get my plaques for that album, Solo Records.
Did you know Beyonce before she blew up?
I met them. I didn't know them like personally, but I met them. Let's see. Back when they was like performing, what was the record? I think it was when they first came out with the No. Like they actually came to my high school and performed to Worthing. But when they were on like one of their first tours or whatever, where was it? I forgot where they performed at in Houston though. They played my I Can Do That record at one of their shows, like, you know, so yeah, I'm always support Beyonce, man, you know. I appreciate that. And we in Third Ward right now. That's where she from. We in Third Ward. You know? Shout out to Savoy. Best lamb chops in the world. I love it here. When you come to H-Town, you gotta go check out Savoy, man. You eat lamb chops? Okay, cool, man. I don't know what you got going on after this, man. But my brother, DJ which is Zero, DJ, his birthday today. Like 6 minutes away. Savoy is from here. Best lamb chops ever, man. You gotta treat you to some lamb chops, man. You got nothing more. Next interview, man, you gotta come out here. Like between the next 3 to 8 months, a lot is gonna change. Like for me, like it's about to be like, it's already lit. Like I'm lit right now, but it's about to be Human Torch lit. Like it's crazy. I got so many different things going on, and I want to be able to show you my vibe. Here comes the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today.
We have been homeschooling for 3 years, and this
I don't know what's up with they fucking socks, bro.
Each day, and are usually done before lunch. We start with group reading, and moving on to math and grammar, and independent reading, and then online work for our history.
He can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Ben, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Just always tell me I'm proud of you, but hey, don't stop, Jack. Don't stop, Jack. Keep your foot on their neck, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Keep keeping the right and style, man. You know what he said? He said, man, hey, man.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it again to Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the track of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses.
Hurts fumbles it, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
She wanted to talk to me before she passed away, and she just told me, keep doing your thing.
Throwing his Hurts.
Love you.
Flushed out right.
Thank you for everything.
This is Smith with a grab.
That's the first time somebody
They'll get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
To live on, it takes the right people.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Calling a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
She put me for a nice amount of UGK shows, and then she used to put me for other shows.
Barkley
Sometimes she put me like
is into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Philadelphia.
you know what I'm saying?
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They worked in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT. It's now a 7-0 game.
It's enough money for everybody.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Each other behind the scenes, man. It's really a commodity.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
There's way more unity.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they get back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Do you know what happens in the first 20 minutes of the stock market opening? That's when I make most of my trades. It's not magic. It's a pattern I've been using for years. That's when
I hate when that fucking happens,
First
dog.
down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Y'all always tackle him above.
A pretty decent game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up the throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. Little short pass here to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
I want you to feel me. First, I was going to make the cover.
He'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
So, didn't do that.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Able to slither by. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, New Orleans. 42 yards for Alvin Kamara. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
G-unit tapes, man. We got so many dope freestyles.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Was really out there, I was hanging with them, set up as well, Cameron.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Hurts finds his man, it's John Mechie. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And there's some slot in motion left. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
So if you can find defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad. Because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's our maxi single.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Jammed it.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves him a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think they should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you give up the football.
I agree to disagree, I guess.
Can we tell you what happened?
Yeah, you play defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Berlin, Germany. I had Big Shasta with me. Shout out to Big Shasta. We was in Germany, and we was like, hey, man, come to the studio.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So we both can shine and get some money. And so Shasta came up with the hook.
In motion left goes Smith.
And then later on was the comment.
On second down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part. Just power them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up the first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Really come with it. You know what I mean? I wanted to make some more hyper
play action. Here's Hurts.
We laid back down here, even though I can make out.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10.
You know, like, and not to say I feel like I was trash before that, but I'm not afraid to get credit with
Barkley inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
3rd and 5.
Real big on performance. I love the way, you know, Jay-Z
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Like, real big
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mechie, the man in motion.
So instead of all my music being like just laid back and like same, laid back cadence.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Saying, okay, we gotta make it happen.
They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's McCoby Dean with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, Barbara, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And try to run forward Barkley. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
ABC rappers like, so you got to feel me over
there. Trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
They're certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play call doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Elliott did on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Scoring seven, 3 played around, and it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Have a set, which I do now. Like, if they say, hey, we need a clean shot.
That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to play the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 2. That's Olave bringing in another one. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll look to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's across midfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
No way that was supposed to get off, bro. Come on, man.
Before they're out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Interview was something I've never seen you really talk about on camera.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
It's only right to start here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
We see another catch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So proof. And Bizarre brought you out to Detroit.
Trying to keep plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Everybody from Detroit.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On third down, here's Camara.
No fucking way, man.
Stiff arm utilized effectively there. Well, it helps him move the sticks. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
To hear that, his journey. So shout out to him, real shit, man. I'm happy that everything he gave, he deserved that shit.
Cooks will come in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Camara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles 14. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick one here hauled in by Camara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not many times you get to sit around and do the best ever play basketball.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal.
Do you feel kind of like Andre 3000?
Following the penalty, it's Camara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Cooper able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
You know what I mean? Because I'm still trying to, you got to balance the business also. Because
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Uzama.
You know, it wasn't just to
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They started
now second and 5.
on battle rap to where it was like, yo, that's all they do. Like, you know, we don't do that. Even though they were secretly watching us. You know what I mean? But then it was like, yo,
Here's
that's all
a
they
give to
do.
Barkley.
So now it's like, oh, I
So he is out of bounds inside the 35. 97 yards needs rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
You know, like you said, you make the analogy of Mike.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's all I'm trying to do.
I got a question. At what point in your career did you know, like, niggas were here to go?
They'll run on first down. Shipley. Giving 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
It's no question.
No, you could, but then it's other people that feel like it's others. You know what I mean?
Second and 5.
I feel like the transition happened like after.
But then it's other people that feel like it's others. You know what I mean? Like, so you still have to like, nah.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And the flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball down, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chase Young, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
It had to go to where it was like,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
I didn't expect Pop to be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A handoff to Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
I remember, like, when I first moved to
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Shouts to my brother Ron, his birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday,
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt and their mistake. Cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The first person I met when I moved to New York, of course I was coming to visit or whatever, but when I actually moved to New York, he put me next to move. And at
They
this
begin
time,
on the ground with Kamara, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
People like, let me get an autograph. We're like, yo, we can't get 2 blocks without somebody asking for an autograph.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Because it was me, you, and Denson in the studio, and you was going over those rhymes, and when you said the 5-ball beats, you about to lose Leon.
Kamara up the middle. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Tearing shit apart. Like, I thought I wanted to be a basketball player. I just was bad.
Hurts.
I just was really good at rapping.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Pete Werner, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
That Mills battle, the way he was angling and
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on him. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
So when I'm like, if this nigga used this, I need to defuse this.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's top 5. I don't give a fuck. When I was in Rikers, you was in diapers. I was in
from the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's top 5. That one, bro. Nigga, he was a grown man. So like,
back to throw now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, with the problems they've had getting rid of the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a 1st down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
I used to leave the messages on the fucking, on the voicemail and all of that. I used to rap 20
2nd
minutes.
down and 3.
Voicemail. Niggas never, you know what I'm saying? So, and I used to see mails and shit. I'm like, man, I'm better than this thing. So
they'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
He got a deal and shit like that, so I used to go there every day. Like, yo, where this nigga at? I used to rhyme.
Williams. Here's one. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Right. So,
I think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
My brother, I was down in Marlin, right? I used to stay up there. This was when I was in high school I just graduated.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Right, I'm staying on my own.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Saturday, Wednesday.
They'll drop the throw.
Right?
This is caught. It's
You gotta
Brown.
do it on Saturday.
And they're going to get this beyond
So
the
I'm like,
40 before
fuck
it's
it.
taken down.
So,
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I'm like, nigga, you done wait. You lying to me? You trying to lie to me? Like, nigga, you heard it drive.
On first down, Hurts.
I wanted to battle you. You knew
Flush
so
to
you
his right.
I bet you got the upper hand.
Complete. Smith has it.
So you got the upper hand.
He'll
So
be
you
taken
say,
down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So,
On first down, he'll drop the
so I just
throw.
started writing shit that was just personal.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
He got his book on him. That's why I'm still writing the rest of the thing. I had a small notebook right up in my joint.
So with 1 second left in the half, all is the field goal unit. From the right hands, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Rattler is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, not about the offense that you already referenced in the first half. He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Hurts changing up the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Up the middle with Barkley. Well, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive room right here.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Like when you said at the time Mills was in the king seat, and you respect him. Hell yeah. Fuck it. 3 days, I'm gonna get busy.
Throwing his Hurts. Steps away to his left. This one complete down the field to Goedert.
I think it's
He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
These guys are looking sharp, like
32 on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just let receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The opportunity presented itself, nigga, you better be ready. You know what I mean? That was
They'll
it.
set up a throw. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
After that, it was like, yo,
From the 2 now, second and goal.
smack, like they was looking for like, nigga, we need to find all the nice
bad time prep, like, cause y'all went like 10 rounds. Am I right?
Yeah, it was about 10.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And Giants got it. Touchdown Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Niggas knew he was nice.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him by. If it's another big guy, he raises his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good with a PAT. And gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How they're going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say, play action. Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go our way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. There he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Crooks on a quick snap. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. They're always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And
That's
the
when
Eagles are going to
that's
take
what
possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in his ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
Maybe one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, not many guys who can pull up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job of eluding the pressure there. Scrambling for 11. 3rd and 2.
It wasn't going correct. So now I'm like, I bet.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
So now I'm like,
he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Hurts. Got a man, it's Baun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
He was stupid. So I'm like, oh, all right, he running that around. Right. You know what I'm saying? His rounds was getting a little shorter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, nah, I'm on y'all.
after a gain of 6.
They're creating a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Solidified 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Second down and 4.
You know, shout out to Jones. That was Jones. That was Jones. Like, yo,
they'll bring a receiver in motion left.
I'm like, nigga,
second down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 of the red zone. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The first one to say, all right, this right here to them dirty niggas in Detroit. To break the fourth wall and to talk to them.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Back to regular schedule programming.
And this is
yo, niggas don't know what Joe Hammond was.
It's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's check this out.
But, you know, due to unfortunate circumstances, you know, he didn't elevate the way he was supposed to be. But that was actually the Jones
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
What makes you think like that? When you're thinking like, I need something else, or I know now
they got to take it back and see if they got another one still in their arsenal.
They're watching this across the world.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
They came in there and they got off, too.
A hole to dig out of here. Second and 17.
Nigga, that was right by me.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And then, you know, they had said something like, oh,
This is Smith with the ground.
So it was just like, I was just mad.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
I gotta just... That's
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
In a space, right? Especially at like battle
Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Too crazy. Like, words. Because it's like, nigga, we already knew this.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead, a handoff up the middle. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Shit. In these new reps that I can say I think
looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, they wouldn't even know yet. You know what I'm saying?
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 to lead. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
And that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man is about to battle shotty. All of a sudden, I go down to the lobby of the hotel.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Good contain. They'll get on the screen and they'll bring it 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's running it front for Cooks. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
We in the venue. I go down to the basement like, fuck it. So the event is starting already.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards sides out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And out come the Eagles. Well, 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pick up the 38.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I understood that. So they told somebody to stop it. I'm going to tell you why we went through all of that. Because if I would have turned it down,
Barkley inside handoff. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brown the motion man right.
I ain't going to ask you to say the rhymes, but do you remember the rhymes?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by Willie Gay. They called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Escapes the sack. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Mix and match and put in these compartments. And if I know where I'm going to start, if I know one thing I'm going to start with, I'm going to be able to say this whole thing, but I write them in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
The last day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's just how it is.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
At what point did you say, yo, I need to cut the drinking out
Barkley again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Saints coming back out, ready to go for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1.
I dealt with it in the wrong way. You know what I mean? And I was just pushing
They'll look to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that is going to fall incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And now here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
One time we spoke off camera, you told me something about alcohol. You had told me
now Hurts looking to change the play.
That alcohol kills more. If you can read,
from the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And AJ going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this up to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cocaine people is on, like all them drugs, it's like 3 days. 3 days and you're good. Nigga, alcohol, they monitor you like, because you could die. That's the most thing you could die from when you stop drinking alcohol.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that takes 21 days to leave.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game. Ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores.
They don't make you drink, but they'll give you. It's like drugs they gotta give you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To make sure your metabolizes correctly. Because if you just cold turkey stop or drink liquor every day for 4 months, 5 months,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
How have you been dealing with your sobriety. And with your sobriety, how have you been dealing with still having to coach your mother's passing?
Play action. Here's Hurts.
I'm what you would call California. Like as they call that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Just be level at it and be you, and it's gonna work out in your favor.
On third down, Shipley. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
I listen to the Cold Summer freestyle that I did like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, for the challenge every summer for me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley, that's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He made me write this. You know what I'm saying?
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
So Nick Fab hit me like, yo, he's a funny
now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I'm like, yo, nah, I want to, but
and that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The energy never dies, so please speak to your mother often.
Third down and 13.
You know what I'm saying? So please feel comfortable. You have a whole spiritual army behind you, operating.
And able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They need 2. Here's third down.
It's like you just rebel. You just like, man, fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Going back to battle rap real quick, right? So I've always admired like your stamina
like how you from an old school shit. I mean, as far as I said, battle rap.
They'll start on the ground here on first
just
down.
Like seeing you go for like 24 minutes.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
When most rappers can't even like run with it like 3 rounds. Like 3 minute 3 rounds.
Was it minus the reaction? 25 minutes?
Yeah, like my man, he was up there for like 30 minutes.
Nah, it was definitely 20. It was like 22. I know.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
One rap, that's crazy.
I just felt like I wanted to do that. Like I felt like they said, yo.
Is that a record?
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball and put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Shipley. We've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what the referee says.
You saying somebody else got a 22-minute contact in it? No.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Danny Myers should know.
I know. 22 minutes. I've never heard 22 minutes
Shipley.
from no one.
They'll only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I know some people like wait, like
So,
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.